smiled looking at them. This was Madison and Katie, two of my best friends that will go into that. And they showed me their cuts, I showed mine. I made friends with them. Madison was one of my bestest friends. Katie was just a normal, everyday friend that you have. But 2 months after making friends with them, I found out that they killed themselves. I was told that they committed suicide in school when I was 14. So I took pills. I overdosed for the first time. But this boy stopped me. His name was Michael. He rammed his fingers down my throat to make me throw up. And yeah, I threw up. So now that I was 15, I went to high school. I got bullied all the time. But Michael was always there. He protected me, he kissed my cuts, he told me how beautiful I was. And he asked me out and I said yes. That was the happiest day of my life. I was in love. A few months later, just before I was 16, I was in school. Doing work, as per usual. But I noticed Michael wasn't in. And it seemed weird because it came to 12 o'clock. No. I'm trying to think of the time off the top of my head, guys. It was about maybe 11:45. So I guess he must have been sick. And other students and teachers kept looking at me, like dead weird looking at me. Basically, I knew that something was wrong. I didn't say anything, I just carried on with my work. Until the head teacher came into the room and told me to go to his office. It was me and two of Michael's friends at the time, who I call Bug Boy and Beanpole. So I went to the head teacher's office, or for you Americans, principal. My heart felt like it was going to freaking burst out, basically. I knew something was up. So Bug Boy and Beanpole were there first. So I looked at them and they looked at me. With a tear. They looked at me crying, guys. My body became numb. The head gave me a seat, but I didn't want to sit. So I stood. And he said, "Hi, Sophie. I have some news regarding your boyfriend, Michael." My heart sank more, I could barely breathe. He continued and said, "Michael committed suicide this morning." My world felt like it crumbled. I'm sorry if it sounds like I'm crying right now, guys. I do apologise. It's just the memories, you know. It means a lot to me. I fell to the floor and I cried. Beanpole and Bug Boy tried to comfort me, but I pushed them away. I was told I could go home, so I went home. But I went back to class to grab my things first. Everybody was looking at me. I walked out of the class without a word and walked home. My mum wasn't home, my dad wasn't home. So I ran to the bathroom. I ran the bath to calm down. I got naked and got in the bath. I saw my antidepressants on the side and a razor. I snapped the razor up getting a blade. And I took my pills, 20 in total. I became dizzy and I cut myself vertically, which is why I've got this tattoo here. I've got a scar running, hold on guys, I'm trying to show you. I've got a scar running straight down there. And I passed out. My mum ran into the bathroom to save me. She called the hospital. To be honest, I'm lucky to be alive right now, guys, talking to you lot. I just wanted to be with Michael. I woke up in the hospital and Bug Boy and Beanpole were there. I dated Beanpole for about 3 months before getting caught pregnant with my son Oscar and Kalisha. Beanpole left me when he found out I was carrying his kids. His son died 3 months before I went into labour. I had to take 2 tablets. I took 1, but then I felt weird and funny. So I asked this ultrasound lady if she could scan me again. She scanned me and said, "Don't worry, it's just muscle spasms." I was like, no, I want a second opinion. Like, I knew in myself that something was wrong. So she got her manager. He scanned me and said, "Sorry, you can't have the second tablet." So I said, "Why?" He said, "There's a pulse, there's another baby in there." I cried knowing I had a miracle. Basically, I might have lost Oscar, but I have Kalisha. She's my miracle child because whilst I was pregnant I was just told I was having a boy. Okay guys, I can't really say much more because I am literally upset myself right now. And it hurts. But don't worry, part 3 should be up tomorrow. Well, the next day. But most likely tomorrow because my boyfriend's coming down Friday. Okay guys, stay safe. Stay beautiful. Anyone new here, subscribe below, press the little bell button. So yeah, don't worry guys, I'll be okay. Pink fluffy unicorns dancing on rainbows. Bye bye.